Dino was a dinosaur, a big green dinosaur.
And Uni was a unicorn, a sparkly purple unicorn.
They were best friends. Dino and Uni loved to play together. They played hide and seek, they played tag, they played all day long.
One sunny day, Dino and Uni were playing in Dino's backyard. It was full of colorful flowers and tall, swaying trees. This is fun, but I wish we could go on an adventure.
Suddenly a gust of wind blew through the yard. It tickled Dino's nose and ruffled Uni's mane. When the wind died down, something shimmered on the ground.
What's that?
It was a map, an old rolled-up map with a big red X.
Wow, a real treasure map.
He carefully unrolled the map and they both leaned in to look. The map showed a winding path through a forest, over a mountain, and into a dark cave.
This looks like an adventure.
Dino and Uni quickly packed some snacks, crunchy leaves for Dino and sweet berries for Uni. They were ready for their adventure. They followed the map to a sparkling river. A tiny sailboat bobbed gently on the water.
Perfect.
Dino carefully helped Uni into the boat. He hopped in and used his big tail as a sail. The wind caught his tail and pushed them down the river.
This is amazing.
The river sparkled in the sunshine and the trees swayed in the breeze. Soon the river led them to a dark and mysterious forest. The trees grew close together, their branches forming a thick canopy overhead.
This must be the Whispering Woods.
The map said the woods were full of tricky puzzles. As they walked deeper into the forest, they heard strange noises. Leaves crunched, branches snapped, and whispers seemed to float on the air.
I'm a little scared.
Dino patted her leg reassuringly.
Don't worry, Uni, we'll face this together.
Suddenly, a huge spider web blocked their path. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before, stretching from one side of the forest to the other, glistening ominously in the sunlight. It was strong and sticky, and there was no way around it. The web seemed to pulse with a life of its own, each strand vibrating slightly as if sensing their presence.
Oh no, we're trapped. How are we ever going to get past this? The web looks too strong to break and too sticky to touch.
Dino looked around, his brow furrowed in thought. He knew they had to find a way through, but brute force wasn't going to work this time. They needed a plan, something clever and resourceful. He noticed a pile of smooth, round stones nearby. They were just the right size to be useful, but how could they help?
I have an idea, Dino exclaimed, his eyes lighting up with excitement. He quickly explained his plan to the others, hoping they would understand and be able to help.
Dino carefully picked up a stone and tossed it at the web. He aimed for a spot where the strands seemed less dense, hoping the weight of the stone would help. The stone stuck fast, weighing down a section of the web. It wasn't much, but it was a start. They needed to keep going if they were going to make a real difference.
Now you try, Uni, Dino encouraged, knowing that Uni's unique abilities could be the key to their success.
Uni used her magic horns to gently nudge more stones towards the web. Her horn glowed softly as she concentrated, moving each stone with precision and care. One by one, they weighed down the web until it sagged low enough for them to crawl under. It was a slow process, but with each stone, the web became more manageable. They worked together, each contributing their strength to the task. Finally, the web sagged enough for them to crawl under. They moved carefully, making sure not to touch the sticky strands. It was a tight squeeze, but they made it through. They emerged on the other side, triumphant and relieved. They had done it. Through teamwork and determination, they had overcome the obstacle. As they continued their journey, they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they could face them together. Their bond had grown stronger, and they were ready for whatever came next. Dino and Uni continued through the Whispering Woods, their hearts pounding with excitement. They were getting closer to the treasure. They came to a clearing where a small pond shimmered in the dappled sunlight. Sitting on a log by the pond was a wise old turtle.
Excuse me, can you help us? We're looking for a treasure.
The turtle slowly opened one eye and looked at them.
The treasure you seek is not material wealth. True treasure lies in the bonds of friendship.
The wise old turtle smiled at their puzzled faces.
Follow me, he said, leading them to the edge of the pond. There is someone I want you to meet.
He dove into the water with a gentle splash. A moment later, he resurfaced. A small, shy turtle perched on his back.
This is Shelley, the old turtle said. She has something to show you, but she's too scared to go alone.
Dino and Uni smiled at Shelley.
Don't worry, Shelley, said Uni kindly. We'll go with you. We're good at helping friends.
Shelley, feeling braver with her new friends, led them along a hidden path behind a waterfall. The sound of the cascading water was soothing, and the mist created a magical atmosphere. Shelley's heart raced with excitement and a hint of nervousness as she guided her friends through the misty veil. She had discovered this path long ago, but had never shared it with anyone until now. The path opened up into a large cave, its walls sparkling with thousands of crystals. The crystals glimmered like stars in the night sky, casting a soft, enchanting glow throughout the cavern. The air inside the cave was cool and crisp, filled with the faint scent of minerals and earth. It felt like stepping into a hidden world, untouched by time.
Wow, gasped Dino and Uni together. Their eyes widened in amazement as they took in the breathtaking sight before them. They had never seen anything so magnificent and otherworldly. The cave seemed to pulse with a life of its own, the crystals reflecting their awestruck faces.
The crystals reflected the sunlight, creating a dazzling display of colors. Rays of light danced across the cave walls, creating a mesmerizing kaleidoscope of hues. It was as if the cave itself was alive, celebrating their presence with a vibrant light show. Each crystal seemed to hold a secret, a story waiting to be told. It was the most beautiful thing they had ever seen. The sheer beauty of the cave left them speechless, their hearts filled with wonder and joy. They felt a deep sense of gratitude for being able to witness such a marvel. It was a moment they knew they would cherish forever.
"This is my treasure," Shelley said shyly. She had always considered the cave her special place, a sanctuary where she could escape and dream. Sharing it with her friends made it even more precious. She felt a warm glow of happiness, knowing that they appreciated its beauty as much as she did. It's even prettier with friends to share it with. Shelley's voice was filled with emotion as she spoke. She realized that the true value of the cave wasn't just in its physical beauty, but in the joy it brought when shared with those she cared about. Her friend's presence made the cave sparkle even brighter.
Dino and Uni agreed. They nodded enthusiastically, their faces beaming with happiness. They felt a deep bond forming between them, strengthened by the shared experience of discovering the cave. It was a moment of pure connection and understanding. Shelley's sparkling cave was truly a wonderful treasure. It was a place of magic and wonder, a hidden gem that held countless secrets and stories. But more than that, it was a symbol of friendship and the joy of sharing special moments with loved ones. But they knew that the real treasure was the friendship they had found. As they hugged each other tightly, they felt a sense of belonging and love. The cave was beautiful, but it was their friendship that made it truly special. They knew that no matter where their adventures took them, they would always have each other. Dino, Uni, and Shelley played in the sparkling cave for hours, their eyes wide with wonder as they explored every nook and cranny of the magical place. The walls glistened with crystals of every color, casting a rainbow of light that danced around them. Their laughter echoed off the crystal walls, creating a symphony of joy that filled the cave. They chased each other around, their footsteps creating a rhythmic beat that added to the melody of their laughter. They told stories and shared secrets, their voices hushed as they leaned in close. Each tale was more fantastical than the last, filled with dragons, fairies, and adventures in far-off lands. The cave seemed to come alive with their imaginations, the crystals shimmering brighter with each story. Their friendship grew stronger with each passing moment, the bond between them solidifying like the crystals around them. They knew that this day would be one they would remember forever, a treasure more valuable than any gem. As the sun began to set, the light in the cave changed, casting long shadows and turning the crystals a deep, rich hue. The beauty of the cave at sunset was breathtaking, a perfect end to a perfect day. They knew it was time to go home, but they were reluctant to leave. They gathered their things slowly, savoring every last moment in the magical cave. They promised each other that they would return one day to relive the magic and create new memories. They hugged Shelley goodbye, their hearts heavy with the thought of leaving. They promised to visit her again soon, knowing that their friendship would endure the distance and time apart. Following the map in reverse, they retraced their steps through the forest. The path seemed different in the fading light, but they were confident in their direction, their hearts guiding them home. Dino and Uni made their way back through the whispering woods, the trees whispering secrets of their own as they passed. The forest was alive with the sounds of nature, a soothing backdrop to their journey. They sailed down the river, the gentle current carrying them towards home. The water sparkled in the twilight, reflecting the colors of the setting sun. They sat in silence, each lost in their own thoughts, the day's adventures replaying in their minds. Their hearts were full of joy, the kind of joy that comes from a day well spent with friends. They knew that they had created memories that would last a lifetime, treasures that they would carry with them always. They had faced challenges and made new friends, each obstacle only strengthening their bond. They had learned that true friendship is the greatest adventure of all, and that the journey is just as important as the destination. Discovering that the real treasures in life are the ones you share with those you love, they felt a deep sense of gratitude. They knew that no matter where their adventures took them, they would always have each other, and that was the greatest treasure of all. Back in Dino's backyard, as the stars twinkled above them, Dino and Uni looked at each other, their faces lit by the moon's soft glow.
That was the best adventure ever, exclaimed Dino, his tail swishing excitedly.
Uni nodded in agreement, her horn shimmering with happiness.
And we found the greatest treasure of all, said Uni, her eyes sparkling. Friendship!
Dino and Uni knew that no matter what adventures awaited them, their friendship would always be the most precious treasure they possessed. And as they drifted off to sleep, they knew that their adventures together were far from over.